So I had to laugh because, you know, I've had this conversation before about how much stuff do you really need to, I don't know, put in a cab corner section and do some metal work. And it just seems like every tool out of the toolbox ends up on the floor. I guess that's just the way it is. So, cab corner section is kind of halfway fit. Misjudged a little on the end there. Gonna have to put a little sleeve, a little 1/4 inch backer there to fill that gap. Whoops. Measured twice, cut once. Didn't measure. Now I'll be doing a bunch more welding. So, but the good news was when I got this piece taken out, other than the area back here where it was just shot, this end down here, pretty solid. So no worries behind that section right there. Good to go there. So got the door fitting pretty good right in here, as you can see, where it was all warped out. Got that taken care of. Got the door pretty much ready. Didn't take care of these tonight. Didn't have my welder extension cord to get the welder over here, so I'm gonna pick that up from Cam tomorrow so I can drag the welder over to the truck and get those zapped. Gonna weld up that crack tomorrow. Drilled a little tiny hole on each end. That's supposed to help. Finished out this section a little bit more, and I don't know. Got the rocker fitting to the door better down there. Fits pretty damn good right here. When I put it on final, I might push it in just a little bit more, but finished out this section a little bit better. So this door is coming out good. I'm pretty happy with it. A little bit more welding on the inside of it. And I think we're ready to start getting the rest of what's primary crap is on there cleaned off. And that door is going to pretty much have a skim coat on the whole damn thing. It'll probably look a lot like the bedsides. So when I get the welder over here, I'll zap that section in. This part I'm really happy with too. This is strong, super strong area, especially with a real metal truck like this. And that stud gun and the regular studs pulled it out pretty good. Pretty happy with it. So, see if we can knock this section out within the next couple of nights. Start spreading some plastic and then move on to this side, which is basically going to be the same thing in the cab corner. Hopefully I get as lucky and it's solid back there. So yeah, that's where we're at. And I've almost buried this other door. So right side, bodywork, getting there. So the plan for Saturday was the F100, 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 multiple hours. And then Thursday and Friday, the old E350 develops a problem. So then Saturday morning gets spent on the E350. But that's okay. It was an hour, hour and a half. Easy fix. Hopefully that holds. So I can get back to the F100. So I did. So here's where we're at. Got the molding holes welded up. Got the crack welded up. And got this patch panel tacked in. So before I completely zapped it, I want to talk about it a minute. So if anybody's interested in how I put these sections in, and granted, I didn't go all the way around the corner because it wasn't needed. And granted, on my last video, I mentioned I screwed up when I did the trim, but I'm going to give you an overall view of how I normally do it. So I put this panel up here. Where's the rest of this thing? There it is. I put the whole panel up it comes with too much. Well, unless your whole corner's rusted out. So I cut out a rough trim, probably an inch too big all the way around. And then I put the panel up and clamped it along the pinch weld right in here. And made sure it was in, the right place. And I took the grinder, and you had the thinnest blade that I could get, and I basically just cut right along here and right down here. So logically, when you do that, it's going to lay right in, which it did. You give it a little tap on the bottom of the pinch weld, push it up just a little tighter, and you're good to go. Now, when I mentioned my screw up, that was here. I cut it too far in and left myself too big of a gap. So I just took a little chunk and put it as like a little backer back there, tacked it in. That's only, I don't know, just enough to fill the gap, basically 1/4 inch, maybe a little bit more. So I'm just gonna slowly take my time, just like I did. I just put some tacks on it. I usually screw my pinch welds. I wish I would have had some bonding material, some of that 3M bonding material. I would have bonded this pinch weld instead of welding it. Wouldn't have taken much, but I don't have any. I've done that before. That's how we did Wendell's Nova. I like bonding the lower pinch welds because then you don't, when you weld it, it opens it up for corrosion everywhere. The backside and the front side you can get to, but in between, you can put your weld through primer in there, but that's not a fail safe. And if you can get to it, you can get behind it and put some POR down, let it flow into the cracks, but that's not a cure-all either. So my favorite thing to do is bond it. And I would have bonded it all along this edge and then just zapped it all along here. But like I said, didn't have any bonding material. And so we're going to go with the normal welds. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that and how I usually put these in. Put the panel on, clamp it tight, zing along your edge, look closer and pay more attention than I did, and make sure you zing along, the correct area, and don't leave yourself a big old wide gap to have to fill with weld. All right, let's get to zapping. So I saw this meme the other day. It was a picture of Santa Claus, and it said, "I've seen your welds. You're getting a grinder for Christmas." I don't know why, but this made me think of it. Got that zapped in. Get some grinder action going. And this cab corner, be ready for some filler. These cutoff wheels are just too damn expensive. You got to get every penny out of them. Well, good evening, everybody. So, I forgot to turn on the camera when I started putting in this cab corner section, so figured I better turn it on and see what's up. So I've already started putting it in. I took the cab corner replacement piece, knocked the chunk out of it. That was a little bigger than the hole I'd cut in here originally, which is laying right there. So then, as I mentioned on the other side, I just laid it over lap, clamped it in real tight, made sure it was sitting in the right spot, and just took that with the thinnest blade I had and did a much better job of cutting straight up here, and then just cut straight, well, kind of straight across there. Either way, I mean, it's not perfectly straight, but it is butt weldable, so to speak. So figured I better turn on the camera and show you a little glimpse of this before I start welding too much more and hammering and manipulating. I got a little bit too much steel over here. I'm gonna have to work that a little bit and tuck that in a little bit better. But I'll show it to you when we're done. Today my plan is to get this zapped in, pull that little dent there, get these zapped up, and get that welded up, new piece in there, and zap up all these damn mirror holes. We'll see if we can get that done. Rust hole in left door welded up, check. Molding holes welded up, check. All the freaking holes from every mirror possible on an F100 welded up, check. I'm done for the night. Let's call it a night and come back and hang this door on maybe tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow. Maybe the next day. Get the door hung on, and need to make sure that this is going to fit because it's a little warped just like the last door at the bottom. So I'll have to hang this door, make sure that it's all good to go. Going to fit the hole okay. Hopefully all will be well. And then it's time for body work. Both doors, cab corners. Probably going to climb myself up on the roof and get that cleaned up. Sure would be nice if maybe by the end of this weekend, maybe, I might be pushing it. Maybe by the end of this weekend, be close to having some body work done on this cab. Then we can move on to the front clip. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And it's done. Metalwork is finished. I think even to the door. I think I'm ready to start doing, my goal was pretty much get ready for filler today. And I think I'm there. So next time you see this thing, it'll have some filler on it.